Welcome aboard the International Space Station. Today, we're taking a fascinating journey to discover what everyday life is really like for astronauts living hundreds of kilometers above Earth. Our galaxy alone contains hundreds of billions of planets. Beyond that, the universe is home to trillions of galaxies, each filled with countless stars, planets, asteroids, and other celestial objects. When compared to this enormous cosmic scale, Earth becomes almost insignificant, like a tiny grain in an endless ocean. The universe remains one of the greatest mysteries ever known. To uncover its secrets, scientists send astronauts into space. However, traveling beyond Earth is nothing like visiting another country or exploring a remote location. Space missions expose astronauts to extreme physical and psychological challenges that require years of preparation and training before they are cleared for flight. Once selected for a mission, astronauts board a spacecraft and travel to their temporary home in orbit. The International Space Station, commonly known as the ISS, built through the collaboration of multiple nations at a cost of well over $100 billion. The ISS circles Earth at an altitude of around 400 kilometers. You can think of the ISS as a combination of a scientific laboratory, a home, and a high-tech research center floating in space. It provides astronauts with everything they need to live and work, including sleeping quarters, food supplies, communication systems, and advanced research equipment. Yet there is one major difference from life on Earth. Everything must be done in microgravity. Simple tasks that we take for granted, eating, sleeping, showering, and even moving around, become surprisingly complicated when gravity is almost non-existent. So how do astronauts live on the ISS? How do they eat, sleep, and maintain personal hygiene? And is it true that astronauts drink recycled water that once came from their own bodies? Let's explore the incredible reality of life aboard the International Space Station. Astronauts on the ISS spend their time performing several essential activities. Their responsibilities include conducting scientific experiments, maintaining station systems, performing repairs, participating in spacewalks, exercising regularly, and ensuring they get enough sleep. One of the biggest challenges they face is maintaining a normal daily schedule. Here on Earth, we experience one sunrise and one sunset every 24 hours. The ISS, however, travels around Earth at incredible speed and completes roughly 16 orbits every day. As a result, astronauts witness about 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets within a single 24-hour period. Without a structured routine, their biological clocks could become disrupted, affecting both health and performance. To avoid this, astronauts follow a schedule synchronized with Earth time, rather than the station's orbital cycle. Their day typically begins around 8 a.m. according to mission time. Unlike on Earth, where gravity keeps our feet firmly on the ground, astronauts float constantly inside the station. The absence of gravity means even ordinary daily activities become unique experiences. Tasks such as brushing teeth, eating breakfast, and moving between modules require special techniques and equipment designed specifically for life in space. The first task of the day is personal hygiene. Just like on Earth, the ISS has restroom facilities, but they operate very differently. Since gravity cannot pull waste downward, specially designed vacuum-powered toilets are used. These systems rely on airflow to guide waste into collection containers, where it is safely stored. Liquid waste is handled through an even more advanced process. Instead of being discarded, it is collected and sent through sophisticated recycling equipment. Using a series of purification and filtration methods, the system converts waste liquids into clean drinking water, while also helping recover valuable resources for the station. It may sound unusual, but the water astronauts drink has often gone through this recycling process. The final product is purified to extremely high standards, making it completely safe for consumption. This technology is essential because transporting large quantities of water from Earth would be incredibly expensive and impractical. After using the restroom, astronauts move on to cleaning themselves. Traditional showers are impossible in space, Because water doesn't fall, it floats. Instead, astronauts use damp towels, rinse-free soaps, and specially designed hygiene products to keep themselves clean. A small amount of water is carefully applied to a cloth, which is then used to wipe the body. Any floating droplets must be controlled immediately before they drift into equipment or ventilation systems. Female astronauts often use special no-rinse shampoos that require very little water, while haircuts and beard trimming are performed using clippers connected to vacuum devices that instantly collect loose hair. Once cleaned up, it's time to get dressed. Since the ISS maintains a comfortable indoor environment, astronauts typically wear lightweight clothing such as t-shirts and shorts. Interestingly, clothes are not washed in space. Because water is limited and laundry systems are unavailable, astronauts wear garments for extended periods before replacing them with fresh ones delivered through supply missions. Living far away from Earth for months at a time can also be emotionally challenging. Astronauts occasionally miss their families and loved ones. Many people wonder what happens if an astronaut cries in space. Without gravity, tears don't roll down the cheeks. Instead, they gather into floating droplets or remain attached around the eyes until wiped away. Eventually, it's time for meals. Most food aboard the ISS is prepared on Earth and packaged specifically for long-duration storage. The menu often includes items such as eggs, meat dishes, vegetables, bread products, and various international meals. Many foods are dehydrated before launch to reduce weight and increase shelf life. When astronauts are ready to eat, they simply add warm water to the package and wait for the food to rehydrate. Special utensils and containers are designed to prevent crumbs and floating particles from drifting through the station and damaging sensitive equipment. Astronauts generally follow a regular meal schedule, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Despite being in space, sharing meals remains an important social activity that helps strengthen teamwork and morale among crew members. After completing their morning routines and meals, astronauts begin their workday. They inspect equipment, monitor station systems, communicate with mission control, and conduct scientific research. Many of these experiments cannot be performed on Earth because the microgravity environment allows scientists to study physical and biological processes in entirely new ways. The ISS is equipped with communication systems that allow astronauts to exchange information with teams on the ground. These connections are primarily used for mission operations, research activities, and communication with family members, rather than unlimited entertainment. One of the most important parts of an astronaut's schedule is exercise. In the absence of gravity, muscles and bones gradually weaken because they no longer support body weight as they do on Earth. To counteract these effects, astronauts spend around 2 hours every day exercising. Their fitness routine includes running on specially designed treadmills, cycling on stationary exercise bikes, and using resistance equipment that simulates weightlifting. These workouts help maintain muscle strength, bone density, and overall health throughout the mission. As the day comes to an end, astronauts finish their remaining tasks, enjoy dinner, and spend some personal time relaxing. They may talk with crewmates, read books, use laptops, review mission materials, or communicate with loved ones back on Earth. When bedtime arrives, astronauts head to their sleeping quarters. Since floating freely during sleep would be uncomfortable, they secure themselves inside sleeping bags attached to walls or sleeping compartments. This prevents them from drifting around the station while resting. Most astronauts aim for approximately 8 hours of sleep each night before beginning another busy day in orbit. A question that often sparks curiosity is whether romantic relationships are possible in space. While the topic has appeared in books, movies, and various discussions over the years, there is no publicly confirmed evidence of such activities taking place aboard the International Space Station. The unique environment of space would make such experiences very different from those on Earth, but official missions remain focused on research, exploration, and crew safety. As you can see, life in space is far more demanding than it appears from the ground. Behind every breathtaking image of Earth from orbit lies a daily routine filled with discipline, adaptation, and constant challenges. Yet despite these difficulties, astronauts continue pushing the boundaries of human exploration, helping us learn more about the universe and our place within it. So if you had the opportunity, would you leave Earth behind and spend months living aboard a space station? Let us know your answer in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories about science, technology, and space exploration. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.